You guys, I'm out here working in my yard, and I'm going to be open and honest and real right now. I honestly have been pretty good, like, mentally wise, emotionally wise, and everything, but lately I've really sort of been struggling with, I think it's like a depression, and it's stemming from all sorts of things, you know, that I'm sure a lot of people are dealing with. But, you know, one of the big things on my mind is that I feel like I'm losing Kayla. You know, she's hanging out with friends more, and there's those influences there and things like that, and I feel like it's great. But this whole social distancing and homeschooling program, it's like, it definitely gives a different spin on our relationship. And instead of me being able to teach her naturally, I'm forced to, you know, teach her, get on her butt about things. And man, I just feel so worn out, you guys, just with life. I'm glad that this school thing is over, but like, I've been missing spending quality time with Kayla. I feel like every day has been schoolwork, 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 and by the time schoolwork is done, you know, she just wants her time alone or with friends or, you know, whatever. I haven't been able to engage her in the things that I'm doing because she has schoolwork to do. You know, I have this new relationship that I'm putting my time and effort into, so when she is trying to get my attention and when she doesn't have schoolwork, I'm having a conversation with my new boyfriend, who I love, and everything, or I'm attending to just things like that. And this has been really hard, I'm going to be completely honest, like, and it makes me question, like, okay, is it more important to be a mom and to attend to your child, or is it more important to have, you know, a relationship? And try to attend to that relationship, or is there a balance that you can find? I'm sure other people struggle with this too, but I'm really, I guess, genuinely looking for like some answers or some support or just encouragement. I wish I could open my Bible and for it to tell me that, like, yeah, pursue the relationship and, you know, your needs will be met, and, you know, that's the way to raise a family, is to have two parents in the household, and it'll all work out. But part of me, I don't know, you guys, part of me is like, you know, I'm her mom, you know, she needs me, and she's not getting me, you know, she's now finding, I'm just not doing. There's just a lot. I'm so glad I'm not live right now, because I probably, I don't know, because I'm probably not going to post this, but I'm still recording it just in case, because I do want to be real. I want to let people know that, you know, I struggle with this too. So if you're struggling with this, if you're feeling like, especially as a single mom, like, trying to manage everything, trying to be a friend to your kid, trying to be dad and mom, worrying about, you know, the people that you're bringing into your kid's life, and if they're going to be there this time, and getting them attached to another person. It's a lot. It's stressful, and it really honestly just makes me want to, like, give up on everything that I've been pursuing and just, you know, sell my house, get something little. You know, Kyra's only going to be little for a little bit. You know, these are her precious years, and, like, if I'm not in her life now, you know, it's just going to get worse as time goes on. I'm just going to lose her even more. As a teenager, things only get harder. They don't get easier. And gosh, I really feel like maybe I'm just not focused on the right things right now. You know, I'm working on the house to give us a good dwelling place and hopefully teach Kyra some things. Hopefully she sees my discipline and hard work and she learns from it, even if she's not directly involved or can't be directly involved at the time. But I'm really worn out, like, and I was doing so well. I seriously was. I was really doing well. I was enjoying life, you know. I was taking time to enjoy things, not just working on them, but enjoying the fruits of my labor, you know. And how I do that is I kind of pace myself, and okay, I do some work and I enjoy the work while I'm doing it, first of all, and then I get to enjoy the yard after it's being mowed or something. And maybe I'm just putting way too much on my plate. I don't know, but that's the thing. It's like, what am I putting on my plate? You know, I'm putting a relationship on my plate, but it's like, I want that. I want a relationship. I don't want to give that up. I don't want to have to give that up. I don't want to have to give up on having, like, a nice home and things. I know I'm not going to post this now, and if I do, I don't know what's going through my mind when I post it, but, you know, when I get into relationships, I tend to feel like I can't reach out to my friends, can't reach out to other people to vent about the relationship, because then I'm not doing the relationship justice. You know, I'm letting people in on my problems, and you're not supposed to do that. And but then I'm just stuck trying to solve it all in my own head. And I'm not trying to, you know, reach out to anybody. I don't want, like, just attention just to get attention. Like, I want solutions, not like right away solutions either, but I just want, like, manageable solutions. Like, how do people do this and have it be successful? I need guidance from someone that I trust. And maybe that's my hardest part, is that, like, I'm not trusting the right people, or I'm not, I don't know, or maybe I've gotten bad advice or something. I don't know. I seriously, like, I just cry out and I say, Lord, like, help me, you know, help me make this decision. And they're not even all big decisions either. Like, there's simple things of, like, should I let Kyra go hang out with her friend today, or should I be selfish with my time and want to hang out with her, you know, and want her to do what I want to do, or not even that, but just, like, I just genuinely enjoy the time that I get with her. I always wanted to be a mom, you know. It's a really big thing. It's a really big priority for me. And I feel like that's something that I've had to, like, let go of recently. And it's genuinely getting me down. And, like, I don't know what to do. I feel like if I put all myself into being a mom, then I have to let go of other things. And I don't know how to find that balance, you guys. And I don't know, I guess I'm just kind of making this video. I don't know if I'm going to post it. This is like pretty raw right now, and it's definitely not for entertainment, because I know that I'm not being entertaining right now. This is not stuff that people like to watch, or doesn't make people feel fulfilled, doesn't inspire people. It's probably, if anything, more just annoying. Venting, you know. I don't want to be annoying. But I guess this is probably the best way for me to be able to put it out, is because, like, whoever is listening or watching doesn't have to be. They're doing it because they genuinely care. As opposed to just walking up to someone that I want to be in my life and being like, listen, you have to hear me out right now. I don't want to be that. I don't want to force anyone to listen to me. I don't want to force anyone to hear me out. I don't want to be that person that complains and, you know, nags and makes people's lives harder. I genuinely don't want to be that, and I try so hard not to be. And I don't want to cry in front of people that don't want to watch me cry, or that I don't want to use my emotions to manipulate people. I've learned so much better than that, you know. And when there's people in my life, and I'm not saying that this is, you know, anyone. Like, I'm not saying this is my boyfriend, or I'm not saying that this is, you know, anyone. I feel like he might watch this eventually and feel like I'm, like, talking about him, but I'm just putting it out there, you know, it's not him. But when I have people in my life that, you know, have made me feel like my venting or my concern being brought to them was a way of manipulation, it just makes me not want to bring things to people anymore. And that's part of the reason I have become so independent, is because I've had so much backlash over the years and in all the relationships that I've been in. For having certain concerns, small concerns, but whatever. Concerns, things. And I know that I've been in really unhealthy relationships, and I'm trying to learn how to bring things to people and know that they're listening because they just genuinely care. Not because that they're listening to try to get information from me so that they can manipulate me better. I'm learning to trust people. I'm learning all those things. I'm learning to pick better people to be in my life. I'm learning to trust my own judgment. And I'm learning that, you know, as I'm trusting my judgment in the people that I have in my life, I have to continue to remind myself, like, no, this is a good person. They're not, you know, they may say things out of emotion and anger sometimes, but they do care about how you feel. You know, they aren't trying to belittle you. My brain can sometimes go from one small thing to a big thing, because the big things in my life have been very extreme, and they've been very scary, and and very detrimental. So when I see the first signs of something going wrong or happening in relationships or arguments or communications, my mind, as a protective thing, it's a good thing, jumps to, here's what can happen next. So you have to nip this in the butt soon, you know? And sometimes I hate that my mind thinks like that, because it increases my anxiety, and it prevents me sometimes from keeping small things small. But then other times I'm glad that I'm thinking ahead and I'm seeing behaviors, and I'm like, if this doesn't stop, this is going to turn into, or could turn into, something else, something harder to manage. I realize I'm just venting, and I'm talking really slow, and this is probably really not entertaining or whatever to follow, but that's not my purpose for getting it out there. I guess getting it out there, I think as I'm talking, I'm deciding to post this because I think it'll be good for me. It'll be good if anyone, does listen or watch it or whatever, or comments back. It'll be good to see that, some people can be patient enough through my pauses, through my self-processing, through me just being in my state of mind, It will be nice to see that there are people, if there are any, who are out there who do listen and can handle me. That I don't have to be pressured to get my words out or know what to say or exactly how to explain myself. Because, gosh, that's exhausting. When you have to give your answer, perfectly articulate, this is what I'm feeling and this is why, and now help me find the solution. I don't always know how to perfectly articulate what I'm feeling or why I feel that way, or I don't always know. As you can see right now, I'm rambling and I'm probably talking in circles, as many people point out to me. And I do it to other people too. I've been there where I'm frustrated because I'm not understanding them, or where someone's talking slow. I've judged people for the same reasons, Can you just get out what you're trying to say? But I don't think it's so much about getting out what I want to get out or trying to say. I think it's just more about, does this person care about me? Does this person listen to me? Am I worth it in this moment? To myself, even. To take 18 minutes to stop gardening and to just process my emotions, And I know that God's there. I know that God listens. And maybe that's what I'm doing right now. Maybe I just need to get better at having more moments like this with God. Because I know that He does listen and He does care. And maybe that's, maybe that's all I need. Maybe I don't need to make someone sit and listen to me talk or whatever. Maybe I do just need to bring these things to God. But I do always feel pressured to have what I say be interesting. I feel pressured to have what I say and be who I am, be something that people care about, because if they don't care about you, if if you're not interesting, like, they're going to go somewhere else. They're not going to put their time into you. And that's kind of the society that we've created is 30 seconds in, if I'm not engaged, if I'm not interested, I'm going to swipe, you know? And it's hard. Because how am I supposed to take everything that I have in me and put it into 30 seconds or a picture and put it out there and be like, now tell me I'm worth it, you know? Like, it doesn't happen like that. And yes, sure, I can talk, speed talk. I can, you know, let's see, what have people, what is it called? Rapid speech or whatever, you know. I've been told many times that, oh, you know, you have rapid speech. Yeah, that's because I have to freaking get everything out right then and there. Otherwise, you know, you're not going to put 2 more cents into me. My psychiatry appointments are 15 minutes. I have to tell you everything that happened over the last couple of years in 15 minutes, you know. What? No, that's not healthy. That's not productive. That's not even possible. So yeah, sometimes I do feel like I have to talk fast to get everything out. And that I can't be interrupted because I'll lose my train of thought, you know? And this is very, very, very rare that I take time to, like, pause when I'm talking and think about what I'm going to say before I say it. You know, we've been trained or told to, you know, think about what you're going to say before you say it. But then people are like, no, get out what you have to say. Like, they don't wait for you to have your thoughtful process and all of that. And so it's like, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to make you guys happy? It's hard. I don't know how to make people happy, you know? I know that most of the time, when the devices are away and when we're being silly and just hanging out with each other, like, that's fun. You know, I posted Kyra today being silly with making up some advertisement for, like, water stuff or watering shoes. That was fun, you know? I don't know. I don't always have a point either with what I have to say, you know? Like, right now, I don't have a general message or a message of positivity that I'm trying to get to for people to walk away with and think about. Like, yeah, that was a good point. She made some good points. Like, no, that's not what this is right now. This isn't about me trying to share some spiritual message or spiritual thought with people. And this isn't about me posting to social media to whatever people do, whatever I do it. You know, I'm like, well, if I'm going to post something, if I'm going to vent about something, I better, you know, make people, like, come away with something. They better, you know, like, I want it to be positive. I don't just want to go out there and vent and be miserable and complain. And even in my prayers, it's like, I have to be positive. I have to ask for the right things, and I can't be human, like, you know, like, but I am human, and I don't always have the right answers, and sometimes it does take me minutes, hours, days, whatever, to process a thought. You know, an argument happens, and I'm sorry, I couldn't explain myself. I can't explain why the way you reacted hurt me. I'm still trying to figure it out. So no, I can't get over it right now. Yeah, I can try and forgive you and give you grace and whatever, but it's like, I don't always have the answer as to why did that bother me? You know, why am I reacting the emotional way that I am? You know, sometimes it does take time for me to work it out. And yes, sometimes I have to go do work to process it, you know, gardening, There's a lot of metaphors that go with gardening. Yeah, and it helps me freaking get to the bottom of, was I in the wrong? Were they in the wrong? You know? How could I have handled that differently? How might it have gone well? Maybe I have to do some research. Maybe I have to read my Bible. Maybe I have to read an article about communication or all sorts of different things, you know? Maybe it's okay that the argument isn't done right then and there. Maybe it's okay that, yeah, I am still hurt and frustrated and mad at you right now. That doesn't mean I don't love you. That doesn't mean whatever, I'm leaving you or whatever the case is. It just means that I might not have the best attitude towards you until I figure out what's going on. Because I don't want to be back and forth and I love you, I hate you, you know, whatever. Like, that's not who I am or what I am. But I have to be given time to process what happened. And I have to be able to, you know, be mad. I have to be able to be mad and use that emotion to do research, you know, about why am I mad? Am I in the right to be mad? Like, this is an emotion, and yeah, that emotion is still there. So I don't have to feed into it or give it all the power or whatever, but I do need to, like, attend to it, you know? And I don't want to be made to feel crazy because I have an emotion, and I don't want to be made to feel like, well, you just have to get over it. We've talked about this enough, you have to get over it. But I'm not over it, I'm sorry. And you reacting that way isn't making me feel any better. So yeah, this is me venting. And there's stuff that I'm dealing with right now that goes into childhood. It goes into parenting, how I was parented. It goes into how I want to parent. It goes into old relationships. It goes into old friendships. It goes into current relationships, current friendships. So I'm not talking about any specific person, and I'm not talking about any specific person. So if you felt convicted or by watching this, then that's on you. But yeah, I'm not out here to try to blaspheme anyone's name or anything specific like that. I'm not out here to, you know, air my dirty laundry. This is being posted to my friends. I'm not posting this publicly other than to just my friends, the people that I've chosen to be in my life because they have shown me that they care about me. I'm not forcing this on anyone for anyone to have to watch or have to listen to. I'm not taking up anyone's time of the day other than mine right now by making this video. I'm not, you know, making someone listen to me when it's not a good opportunity for them to listen to me. Those are all things, those have to be considered, you know. Don't bring up an argument that at a bad time, at a bad opportunity, or don't bring up concerns at a, you know, when the other person's not in a good mood, when it's not ready for them, when it's not a good time for them. So this is just me trying to get all this stuff out without having to think about all those variables, without having to think about anyone else. You know, this is me just talking and choosing to talk, knowing that I'm 100% not manipulating anyone. I'm not forcing someone to listen to me talk. Because if you're watching right now, that's totally your choice. 100% your choice. And I'm sure you're probably doing it at a time that you have the time and you're in the right mental state to listen to me or whatever. But I do want to be vulnerable with my thoughts and my emotions and my opinions. And this is me posting this, which I'm gonna do. I think I'm ready to post this. I'm gonna post it because for me, I'm gonna post it to share part of me and to be vulnerable. That's literally why I'm posting it. And if I don't get any responses to it, I don't even care, because half the time listening is what needs to happen first, you know? I don't need someone to listen to me and have something to respond to. I'm not doing it to get responses even. People want to respond, sure. If people relate to this, sure. Good. But I'm not doing it for any other reason than just to be more real with myself. Because I want to be able to be real with myself. I don't want to have to hide my emotions because someone else doesn't like them. I don't want to have to be ashamed of who I am because I'm scared that if I am, I'll lose someone. I'm so sick of not having, like, genuine, just good relationships. And I'm not saying that I don't have any. But I'm scared. I'm sick of being scared that if I am truly myself, that I won't be good enough and that no one will love me. So, yeah, I could keep talking probably, but I'll probably wrap this up soon. I'm gonna get back to my gardening. I may just watch this myself to get insight on myself, you know. We study other people, but do we study ourselves? Do we study our own behaviors, you know? Watching this will probably give me really good insight on myself, honestly. And it'll probably make me see, like, okay, this is what people have to listen to. This is what people have to deal with. Like, I can see why they don't want to deal with me or whatever. Or, oh, yeah, I can see what people mean. So maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll just watch this and listen to it and get insight on myself. I think that will be beneficial. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this video and maybe finish gardening. Probably finish gardening because I like finishing things, and figure out the rest of my night. I love you guys all. For anyone that did listen or watch or whatever, I love you. I love you, Kayla, when you're watching this. I love you. You're worth it. I care to listen to you. I care about your needs. And you are worthy, and you are beautiful, and you deserve to be cared about and loved and heard. And I will say that. Amen, right? All right. Bye.